I'm gonna leave this here for a quick moment so it can marinate. Okay, that's enough. So I'm back with another video, and this one is it's definitely a surprise to me. It's definitely a surprise. I had a feeling, but I was kind of waiting to see what was going to happen. Um, there's been a lot of back and forth going on between Xbox gamers and PlayStation gamers and content creators, you know, Xbox channels, PlayStation channels about who's multi-platform, who's going full third party, just the back and forth and yada yada yada. And for a while, you would think that it was only Xbox that was going for third party, because PlayStation wasn't announcing any games that was coming to Xbox, you know, and all you heard was Xbox, porting games, and we seen them. But lately, it seems like the tables have turned, or maybe it seems like PlayStation has said, now is my turn. And I say that because there's been a job posting, and this job posting is what will have a lot of people talking in the next few days. You're gonna see some videos, some Xbox gamers saying we told you the whole slate. You're gonna see some PlayStation game channels upset, and some might just be like, hey, listen, anything can happen, especially with the new CEO. So this job listing on their website spells it all out, or what may be to come in the future. So I want to talk about a few key things that I believe might be signaling that they are going multi-plat. Man, they already went multi-plat, but I meant like full blown, as in putting their games or porting their games to Xbox, not just multi player or online services games, but their single first party games. And this listing is for senior director, multi platform, and account management. Now, some people might say, well, it's no big deal. Yeah, it's just for online services or whatever it may be. I don't believe so. I really don't. And this coming from somebody who's you know, I'm a casual gamer and I'm not biased one bit. I'm gonna call out the bullcrap, or maybe it's not bullcrap. Maybe it's just it is what it is. So, a few things I want to point out for anybody that might have any doubts. And like I said, this might be nothing, or it might be a lot. But yeah, a few things I want to point out. And one of those things is when you look at the job listing and some of the requirements, the responsibilities and all those things, and why should you work for a PlayStation? If you look at the overview, you will see that it has listed that, and this is like, man, if you don't think this saying something, I don't know what to tell you. So basically, they said in the overview, one of the I guess tasks of the senior director of multi-platform and account management will be reporting to vice president commercial management as senior director of multi-platform and account management. You will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware. Now, this is where it gets real interesting, including Steam, Epic Games stores, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. Again, I will repeat that. Beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox. And we want to stop right there. I don't ever recall them ever mentioning sending any games to Xbox, or other than Helldivers, or advertising it in a job posting. Now, I may be wrong. I'm speaking for me. That's a big deal. So some people might still have doubt and say, well, it's nothing. It's just the online players, the live service games, yada, yada, yada. But we're going to get to that. The next thing is key responsibilities. And if you look at team leadership, this is another telltale sign of what direction they may or may not be going. So, under team leadership, it reads direct and develop a team of senior managers across multi-platform strategy, account management, platform sales, and planning. Direct reports include director multi-platform strategy and account management, senior manager, platform sales, Xbox and PC, manager, platform planning and performance, PC and Xbox. They did the little switcheroo, but the word is still there. Xbox, Xbox. That's the third time. So, with that being said, is there any more doubt that they maybe going the same direction as Xbox? Maybe not in doing it the same way, but they're taking the same path. And this is it's confusing because you would know why Xbox would want to do it because everything Phil said, their hardware wasn't selling. They can't out console PlayStation. So it was like they was announcing defeat. Where you would look at PlayStation, you would say all the things they have been touting, the 70 million plus PlayStation 5 sold, all the hardware, all the software they have been selling, record numbers, profits. It's like, why would you want to go that direction? Which is not understandable. But if you look at their CEO, he's definitely a numbers guy. He's a finance guy. So he's doing the same thing as Nadella is doing. I think it was Porter Rock say that they basically like the same person. They have a lot in common. So it's no surprise that profitability is top of the line and at the top of the list for PlayStation also. So with that being said, it's right there. Only thing we can do now is sit and wait and see what comes from this. So how I feel about it, it is what it is. Like I said in previous video, I'm a gamer at the end of the day. If they're doing something I don't like, I'm not gonna fuss and complain about it, at least not too long. And I'll either move on or continue gaming. Those are the options. And at the end of the day, what I care about is the games, how good they are, how they play, and if I'm getting my money's worth. Are they enjoyable anymore? That's what matters to me. Because the day that stops happening, I will walk away from gaming and won't feel bad about it. It'll just be more time I can put towards something else. So I'm not going to cry about it. I don't think nobody else should. All we can do is wait and see what comes from this. Maybe it'll bite them in their butt. Maybe it won't. Maybe this is the way to go for all companies, except for Nintendo. They seem to be holding on for now. But maybe this is the route that they feel like will help their company succeed. And I don't agree with it, but this is a choice they decide to make. This is definitely something to watch and see. I can't wait to see all these videos come out and see anybody or I know what Xbox. I know what their channels are going to say. You're going to hear a lot of coping titles, crying titles, thumbnails, the whole slate coming. They're going to do the whole shebang. So I'm not surprised about that. I'm more interested in see how the PlayStation community is going to handle this, especially the channels. So we'll know in the next couple days and in the coming weeks of what's going to happen with this push because it's about to be very interesting. I don't think we ever had this at any point in gaming where all platforms won't have no exclusives. And then you got to question is who's going to be the leader in hardware, if there's any hardware. Some people might go to PC, but PC might be too expensive. Some people might go to PlayStation, and if there is an Xbox around, some people might go to Xbox, and maybe it'll just be more choices, or maybe Nintendo will be the last one standing, and they will have all the games. They were on top at one point before. It wouldn't be a surprise if they get there again. But this time, if they were to have all Xbox games and PlayStation games and Nintendo games, me myself, I couldn't deny as long as those games are good, I couldn't say that I wouldn't get a Nintendo if that was the case. Actually, that's the only thing that holds me back from getting a Nintendo. Are the games I don't particularly like those type of games anymore. I liked them when I was younger. So I like a more mature type of game these days. But yeah, I'm not going to hold you. I just want to talk about this real quick and get your opinions on it. It's about to get crazy. Man, this generation gaming is wow. It's just been a roller coaster. Sony and Xbox are going to have to pay for a lot of people therapy. And that's all I'm going to say because they've been putting people brains through the ringer. So they might be getting sued for mental stress and mental abuse, man, because this has been a roller coaster. So yeah, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna go on anymore. But until the next video, catch you later.